We love films. I love films. And there's nothing better than a movie that's well told with great characters and a great story. But there are a few things that films do that enhances the experience. And of course, I'm talking about filmmaking techniques. So today, I want to talk about 3 of my favorite filmmaking techniques and kind of what makes them so special. Hi, welcome to Slate Media. I'm Dario, and today I want to talk about just 3 filmmaking techniques that really enhances a movie and really takes them to the next level. And the first one is match cuts. A match cut is a hard cut from one thing to the other, but that matches in some sort of way. This could be visual or it could be auditory. But today I want to focus on a visual match cut. This is pretty much used as a transition, which gives the scene a connective tissue that goes from one to the other. It can signify time passing or that a character is carrying the same mood or feeling into the next scene. And I think this is one of the best transitions because it keeps the audience engaged and it jumps right into the next scene. There's no cutaway, there's no lingering, there's no establishing shot. It just jumps right into the next scene. And the best part of it is that it's super easy to do. You just frame your scene like you want, and then you move on to the next one. You try to do the same thing again, but in a different location. And it usually looks pretty good as long as you try to match the same framing that you did before, just like I did now. But let's go back inside. It's kind of cold out here. There we go, just like that. The next thing I want to talk about is lighting. I said stare right into the light. Ooh, that actually kind of hurts. Lighting is probably one of the best tools in movies to portray mood. If the scene needs to be dark or gritty or happy and fun or sleek and cool, then the lighting will match it. This is a big reason of why you can tell what genre a movie is. Typically, comedies will have very bright lighting. Let me see if I can adjust my lighting too. There we go. Yeah, we're in a comedy now. Typically, comedies will have bright lighting. Like this, kinda. This is to signify that this is a happy and comedic world where silly things can happen. Isn't that right? I know. Stop it. Then we have action or sci-fi films. These are usually lit a little bit more natural. This is to ground the film so it can look realistic, but it can also be very cinematic and out of this world. And then we have horrors. Horrors usually have a dark tone. Ooh. Often this is done with dim lighting, kind of like this. This is to set the mood that the unexpected can happen and that we don't know what lurks around the corner. So to say the least, lighting is very important and can be very fun. Anyway, let me set my lights back to normal. It's a little creepy in here. All right, here we go. That's better. And last but not least, I want to talk about one takes or long takes. Actually, this is probably one of the most effective ways to immerse the audience into a scene. Typically, a one take is done to portray that the scene is going to be ongoing. It keeps the audience glued to the scene because we have nowhere else to go. The camera is the eye of the audience. Where it points is where we have to look. So a one take makes us feel like we're right there next to the characters in the scene. And it essentially makes us a character because we can move throughout the scene as if we were there. One of the best examples of this is the movie 1917. And if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and go watch it. But this movie is made to look as one long continuous take throughout the entire thing. It's freaking fantastic. The reason is because the film is about 2 characters taking a long journey across, literally going from point A to point B. So the choice to make the whole movie a one take is so that we, the audience, can feel like we're walking along with them the entire time. There's no cutting away to other characters, there's no jump cuts, there's nothing other than the journey. This movie is essentially one long big scene, and the one take does its job to keep us invested and tethered to the movie. Anyway, these are just a few of my favorite filmmaking techniques, and I just love watching movies and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.